Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Game time, Brian, otherwise known as the mailman. Yes, the mailman. Tired this morning. Rise and grind. Looks like it rained a little bit, which is nice. Not as chilly in the morning as it's been. But I need to take a hit of this coffee, man. Look at that. There we go. Rise and grind, everybody. Late night with Louis T and the boys. It was fun. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I think we were on for 4 hours. Close to 4 hours, something like that. Yeah, I think it was close to 12:30. So, I'm using their thumbnail just to do a recap of the show. But before we do, we can get into the Kelvin Joseph, nobody gives a crap what you think. Dante Fowler says his words were took out of context. These ex-players are feeling a little chesty. Not that Kelvin Joseph's doing anything. They're leaving the organization, and they're talking about the tours that me and Mark have been on the tour of the Star. We went in the off-season where there was no players. But, tour of the Star. And that they feel like a fish. That they feel like they're in a fishbowl. And there's Ben DiNucci talking shit. He was working out in the weight room and they're tapping on the glass. You're not supposed to do that, people. But again, what does that even mean? What does that even mean regarding tours? I don't have a problem with a tour. Either should the players. Do your job. You're not allowed to have your phone out during the tour. No pictures in certain areas. You're not allowed to do it, people. Again, I have more of a problem with Dallas Cowboys charging their players for their food every month. Or I think it's a weekly per diem that comes out of their check. I'll let you know, because I'm getting ready to do the tour again, me and Primetime Phil. So I think it's much to do about nothing. People trying to start up shit since Jerry Jones went on the local radio station and acted like a fool. That's what you get. It's a circus. The circus is in town in Dallas, but make no mistake about it, that has nothing to do with what's going on the field. Stop deflecting. These players are soft. And soft, that kind of reminds me of last night a little bit. I really respect all those guys. We don't have to agree. The NFC East Superfriends, Louis T, he should be happy, okay? He should be friggin' happy. Why? Because his team is relevant again. They have a good quarterback. It's nothing special to say right now his quarterback is the best in the NFC East. Why? He's the quarterback of the team with the best record, and he's playing pretty darn well, especially for a rookie. There's going to be a wall, people. There's always a wall. Whether it's this year or next year, this year in the playoffs, something is going to happen. And then he's going to have to adjust to that. But I'm happy for Washington. I said this, and I am 100% honest when I say it. I am hoping that everybody is good and healthy. I'm a little disappointed in the New York Giants. Why? Because it makes my team's job that much harder. Okay? If Giants can't beat the Eagles in Washington, then that makes my team's job that much harder. But I do like a more competitive NFC East. I think it only makes all of us better. But, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. I go on there last night and listen, you people know how I am. I'm very respectful. I defer to the Eagles all the time. They're better than us right now. That's the bottom line. The Eagles are better than the Cowboys by one game. That's, in the immortal words of Bill Parcells, you are what your record says you are. Right now, we're a 500 team going on a road against two good teams. I don't care about the 49ers record right now. They're a well-coached, good team. They are. play physical. Dallas doesn't match up. So we are a little soft. You know, Tiara B, listen, honey, I love you. There's nothing personal except when you say, I don't want him on there, I want Mark Holmes or somebody else on there. Why? What did I do? Because I'm not yelling from a mountaintop? Tiara, every day I talk to Dallas Cowboys and how much I love the Cowboys. I didn't hate bringing back Dak Prescott, but we all have to take notice that he has to step his game up at times. I keep it real. Again, I think I'm doing pretty good for doing it. And that's why I asked Bad Dog. I look up to a guy like Bad Dog. He does it all, and he's good at everything. Bad Dog Sports is good at everything. He's humble. He's cocky when he needs to be. He knows what he's talking about. He speaks eloquently. The same goes to Louis T. Same goes to him. He knows his shit. He's allowed to be happy. Lord Brunson? Yeah. We all know where Lord Brunson comes from. He's got a job to do on Twitter. And he does it well. Whether I like it or not. Shout out to him. He was fine on there. He's an Eagle fan. He represents the Eagles. He's an Eagle content creator. I think he works for the Eagles. So, in some capacity. So, I would just say this. Do you really want me just to yell and look foolish? I think I would look foolish if I said I think we're going to beat the Eagles. I said based on the schedule, we're going to sweep the Giants. I know I said, as long as you take care, Dak does well in his division, we're always going to be in the conversation. So, again, I go on a show. I'm new to the panel. I'm going to defer a little bit. I'm not just going to, there's another thing. When I had Louis on, I had a lot of Louis people say, oh, you were talking over Louis. There's a fine line, people, when somebody asks you a question or trying to get in to get your point across. I think I did a good job. I wasn't trying to cut anybody off. But if you don't talk with those boys, you're going to be on the sideline. They twiddle on your thumbs. That's how it works. Dog eat dog world. You got to get in there, get in the fight. I thought I did a good job. Number one, I enjoyed myself. And my Eagle people, and my Cowboy people, and my Commander people. I don't have a lot of Giant people. But then again, the Giant people, they're hiding. They're not happy. But what I did say last night, I envy the Giants in this way. They're going to have something new and fresh. Okay? Jerry Jones already told you that the Cowboys have made their bed for the time being. Well, if that's the case, and we went out and signed CD, and we went out and signed Dak, well, then go out and give me a piece to help. You need to make a move just to make a move at this point. By not making a move for the Dallas Cowboys, you basically tell your fans, we don't care about winning. And people, there's no move that they're going to make that's going to be very unbelievable. But it can help a little bit. And sometimes making a move for the locker room is needed. You're going to need a name in that locker room. What name is it? I don't know. I'm hearing Deuce Vaughn is on a trading block. What are you going to get for Deuce Vaughn? And by saying that you're on a trading block, just lowered his value. So, this organization frustrates me from a football standpoint. But make no mistake, Tiara, I love the Cowboys. I will fight to the death for the Cowboys. Trust me when I tell you. But you have to come from a position of strength. False bravado at this point is not what's necessary. It's keeping calm. It's keeping calm in the middle of a storm and people are throwing snowballs at you. And you got Cowboy content creators going to hide. I wasn't deferring. I said we're going to go in and beat the 49ers this week. I said we're going to bust that ass against the Eagles in 3 weeks. I'll be there with Mark Holmes and Primetime Phil. We need to somehow split the next 2 weeks. And this game is as good as any game to do it. At the 49ers. I think if we lose this game, now our season is hanging in the balance. Even though I had us at 3-4, looking at the landscape of having to play Washington twice, having to play Eagles twice. That's a good thing, but they're still good teams. Both of those teams are good. Just because I'm a Cowboy fan doesn't mean I can't admit that the Eagles and Washington are good football teams. We could discuss the, I mean, I said it last night. The Eagles don't scare me at all. But that doesn't mean we can't lose to them. Getting into a debate with Hassan Reddick versus Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons is a better player all day, every day. But how can I argue that right now when Mike is hurt with 1 sack? I could tell you what I said. 31 or 32 GMs out of 32 would take Micah Parsons over Hassan Reddick. Done. That's an easy one. But it's hard to argue when my defensive end is hurt right now and has 1 sack on the year. Not good. Hasn't seemed to mesh well with Mike Zimmer. We got Dalvin Cook on our practice squad. It's only a matter of time before he gets plucked off our practice squad. He should be in the game. We need to run the ball. People who run the ball and stop the run are successful. The Eagles are in the top 15 of the league in both. Even though their defense ain't great, they're doing what they got to do. If Eagles ever find a way to get their offense in high gear, then we're all going to have to watch out. But before I get to my destination, I do want to thank everybody, Logan, but let me know what you think. Vinny Hagan, I know he texted me. He left. He didn't really care for it. Not me, but and it's a different dynamic. So, Vinny, just know that. It's different. You know that. Those guys are successful at the highest level. Especially Bad Dog. He's the real deal. I appreciate them offering me. Anytime they offer, I'm going to go on. I don't see myself ever being a regular on there just because I'm not that type of guy. Maybe Tiara's right. Maybe they need somebody, and she's a Cowboy fan. Maybe they want somebody more loud. I mean, I was pretty loud. I don't know, but maybe they want somebody just to be a fool up there. Kind of like what they do on Dan Silio's show, where they bring him on and Mark, has to me, Mark holds his own on there, but they bring him on just to tear him down. I'm not into that. You're going to bring me on, I'm going to fight. But I'm not going to stay stupid shit and walk into a roundhouse and look like a fool, So I stuck, for the most part, I stuck to who I am. I'm proud of that. It seemed like almost everybody liked it, how I came at it. Logan's an Eagle fan. I'm sure he didn't like I said I don't fear their team, but he respects it. I'm not going to shit on the Eagles. I'm just going to keep it real. Just like I'm going to keep Dallas real. I'm going to keep it real, people. I had a great time. It was a long stream. That stream was not for the faint of heart, everybody. It really wasn't. But I had a great time. Shout out to Louis T. Shout out to Lord Brunson. And shout out to Bad Dog Sports. Bad Dog Sports. I think he's got over 200,000 subscribers. The fact that they even asked me, I feel honored. So, but I am a little sensitive when it comes to my Cowboy people. I know I'm going to piss off Washington Commando fans. Lead Commander, shout out to you. Chris Dooley, I play you in fantasy this week. Shout out to you. I appreciate the support from you people. I will continue, I promise, to keep it real when it comes to the content that I believe in. And I will tell you this. I'm going to tell you what I think. Chris Dooley, Lead Commander, we don't agree. There's going to be times where and I think Lead said this a couple times. Brian, you're a fan. You're damn right I'm a fan. But I try and put that to the side. It ain't easy. Ask Drew. Ask Drew. He'll tell you. I would say this. Drew would find himself having a hard time doing YouTube. Because you really have to... He might be better at it than I am as far as emotionally. Some days I'm better than others. But I need my Cowboys fans to be on board with me. You know, I'm early in this stage. Yeah, I'm having great success, but it's early. Emotionally, I don't know. You know, it's like up and down. You know, we're sitting there fighting for our team, and our team is floundering at 500 when we were 3 years at 12-5. We're getting blown out in half of our games. Listen, that Baltimore Raven game was a blowout. They're right last night. It was only a 3-point game, but it was a blowout. So, you know, we've got blown out in our 3 home games. That's not good, people. But, again, I feel like the division is up for grabs. Jaden Daniels is already hurt. So, with that being said, I'm at my destination. Please tell me the good, the bad. Do you want to see me on there again? Do you not? Just let me know what you want. Because as a Cowboy fan and a YouTuber, I enjoyed it. I enjoy being around guys that have a drive like that. I really do. I enjoyed it. So, but with that being said, I'm out. Don't forget to check me out on my lunchtime chat. Live from the mail truck. No, let me see here. Let me back up a little bit. Yeah, no. Live from the mail truck. Sorry, I'm trying to park. I'm trying to dodge. So here we go. Probably about 2:30, 3 o'clock. But let me know what you think. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Why didn't you like it? Do you want to see me on there again? And how do you think I could do better? Or do you thought I held my own? I mean, again, it's my first time on that show with that platform. There was over 2,000 people in there. I thought I did well. But let me know. I'm always here for the criticism. I'm okay. Tiara, we're still good, I hope. You know, I still rooting for our Cowboys. You know that. Come on now. Like,
these rhinos.